Fascinating stuff. When you watch the robots about this big, it can go through any sewer system. It's operated remotely by the municipal worker. It's got a camera attached, so it can film everything that it's seeing. It then transmits the data. It goes into a citywide database and can enhance the productivity of these workers by 3- or 4-fold and help the city make even better decisions. Potentially, this can save cities millions in infrastructure costs. Companies also training new workers to operate the robots and analysts to pore through the data that's being collected to help smaller manufacturers compete. Federal agencies are working with private companies to make powerful, often unaffordable modeling and simulation software easier to access. And I just saw an example. A few years ago, Procter & Gamble teamed up with the researchers at Los Alamos National Labs to adapt software developed for war to figure out what's happening with nuclear particles. And they are using these simulators to dramatically boost the performance of diapers. Yes, diapers. Folks chuckle, but those who've been parents are always on the lookout for indestructible, military-grade diapers. So, but here's what's remarkable. Using this simulation software that was developed at Los Alamos, Procter & Gamble has saved $500 million. $500 million as a consequence of the simulator. Now, through the new partnership that we're setting up, Procter & Gamble is offering its powerful fluid dynamics simulator to smaller manufacturers, and is doing it for free. Now, this is not just because Procter & Gamble wants to do good. It's also, they've got thousands of suppliers. And they're thinking to themselves, if we can apply this simulation technology to our smaller suppliers, they're going to be able to make their products cheaper and better. And that, in turn, is going to save us even more money. And it has a ripple effect throughout the economy. Starting this summer, federal agencies will partner with industries to boost manufacturing in areas critical to our national security. I just saw an example backstage. The Defense Department scientists, we call it DARPA, the folks who brought us stealth technology, and by the way, who brought us the internet, wanted to see if it was possible to design defense systems cheaper and faster. So they found a small company in Arizona called Local Motors, and they gave them a test. You have 1 month to design a new combat support vehicle, and you've got 3 months to build it. Their CEO, Jay Rogers, is here today, and as an ex-Marine who lost a couple of buddies in combat, understood the importance of increasing the speed and adaptability and flexibility of our manufacturing process for vehicles that are used in theater. So Local Motors solicited design ideas on their website, chose the best out of 162 that it received, built and brought this new vehicle here ahead of schedule. We just took a look at it. Not only could this change the way the government uses your tax dollars, because think about it, instead of having a 10-year lead time to develop a piece of equipment with all kinds of changing specs and a moving target, if we were able to collapse the pace at which that manufacturing takes place, that could save taxpayers billions of dollars. But it also could get products out to theater faster, which could save lives more quickly, and could then be used to transfer into the private sector more rapidly, which means we could get better products and services that we can sell and export around the world. So it's good for American companies, it's good for American jobs, it's good for taxpayers, and it may save some lives in places like Afghanistan for our soldiers.